There will continue to be strict COVID-19 protocols in place when Virgin Voyages' new cruise ship sails out of Miami next month. There's no doubt that the cruise industry was hit hard by the coronavirus crisis, but Virgin Voyages has adapted to try and make it a safe experience for their guests. Making sure people are safe and secure when they go back on vacation is of fundamental importance to us, said Dee Cooper, Virgin Voyages' SVP of Design. Safety will be the topmost priority on the maiden voyage of the cruise line's new ship Scarlet Lady, when it departs from Miami next month. Before guests can get on board, they'll have to fill out a health questionnaire and input their vaccine card on an app, then get a PCR COVID test on site at the terminal at Port Miami. We ask all our sailors to have their full vaccination before they book their cruise, Cooper said. When they come to the terminal they are tested again so they make sure that they're well when they board the cruise. What can passengers expect when they're on board? They'll see plenty of social distancing markers on the ground, as well as hand sanitizing stations throughout the ship. The ship will also feature more outdoor spaces and not as many passengers. We also have a lower capacity on board our ship. So we're sailing at 50% capacity, so there's lots of space for people to enjoy across the ship, Cooper said. As passengers wine and dine, they'll find that the ship's restaurants were designed to be spread out on the ship to make it easier to maintain distance. Traditionally, there are big 600-seater restaurants on board ships, or there's a big huge buffet area, and we don't have either of those things, Cooper said. American Queen Steamboat Company is now American Queen Voyages. The new overarching brand merges American Queen Steamboat Company and Victory Cruise Lines. Offering a varied and comprehensive portfolio of North American itineraries, American Queen Voyages is comprised of American Queen Voyages River, American Queen Voyages Lakes and Ocean, welcoming the Victory Cruise Line's fleet, and American Queen Voyages Expedition, which includes new Alaska and Central America expedition experiences beginning 2022. Through a decade of transformation, American Queen Voyages has surged from the Great American Rivers to include lakes, ocean, and expedition experiences, said Sean Beard, President, American Queen Voyages. Today, we are American Queen Voyages and embrace the simple but important expression, discovery runs deep. As we move into this new chapter and introduce our version of encounter travel, we uphold the originating vision of our company's founder and chairman, John Wagoner, and his unwavering belief in the renaissance of U.S. river cruising and close-to-home adventures. With the new tagline "Discovery Runs Deep," American Queen Voyages invites travelers to go off the beaten path to discover North America. New worlds and encounters awaiting the company's guests include interacting with flinty New England oystermen while warming up over salty fish tails, docking next to Heinz Field, home of the Pittsburgh Steelers, to shadowing marine science researchers from California Polytechnic State University on a Zodiac approaching a secluded cove. New creative elements will also be unveiled in the coming months, including a print and digital campaign, a reimagined loyalty program, onboard enrichment offerings and milestone moments, American Queen Voyages wrote. The creative team behind American Queen Voyages established an algorithm that is informed by measuring the distance traveled and varying nautical speeds on any given vessel. By visualizing the paddles through a generative system informed by the algorithm, an identity system was created, American Queen Voyages wrote. This identity system is being used to create various branding materials like the website, digital experience, posters, guidebooks, merchandise for staff, agents, and passengers. To see America, you have to look beyond the roads, and American Queen Voyages embraces this notion with compelling travel encounters, shares Carrie Tarnowski, Senior Vice President Marketing and Sales, American Queen Voyages. We celebrate 10 incredible years in business as American Queen Steamboat Company and embrace its legacy as we enter this new phase. We look forward to delivering American Queen voyages to our guests, travel advisors, and port partners across North America. The newly imagined brand celebrates its growth from operating its singular namesake vessel, the American Queen, to expanding to a 7-vessel fleet with the acquisition of Victory Cruise Lines. Looking ahead, American Queen Voyages says it will offer 8 vessels by 2023 and plans to deliver encounter-driven travel experiences throughout America's heartland rivers, the Great Lakes and Pacific Northwest, as well as Canada and the eastern seaboard, Mexico, and the Yucatan Peninsula and the wilds of Alaska. VAR Provence said that since the call of Main Shift 2 in La Seine-sur-Mer on September 16, VAR Provence's boutique ports have seen a significant number of calls on a daily basis, welcoming successively 5 cruise ships on their shores. The peaks in cruise traffic in VAR Provence are usually in spring, April, May, June, and fall, September, October. This has held true since the resuming of cruise activity in France on June 30. On September 20, Bandol welcomed the Club Med 2. The next day, on September 21, Saint Raphael welcomed the Sea Cloud 2 and Saint Tropez welcomed the Club Med 2. On September 23, the Star Clippers sailed into Bandol and on September 24 into Saint Tropez. Passengers truly enjoyed their visit to these destinations. They were allowed to stroll around freely, in line with the coronavirus protocol, and were warmly welcomed there. The VAR Provence Cruise Club has set up the cruise-friendly approach, a specific welcome dedicated to cruise passengers on their arrival. A cruise-friendly map is given to them by hostesses, listing the stores, restaurants, and leisure service providers in the city that have undertaken to respect the specific criteria of the charter. These businesses are all mobilized and waiting for their visit, ready to give passengers a warm welcome, including special discounts for any purchase. This approach enhances the experience of cruise passengers ashore and is gaining growing interest internationally as new ports join the cruise-friendly network of best hospitality destinations, Reunion and Martinique Islands, the ports of Sète and Yokohama, and others to come. The VAR Provence team is now working on a new website and a cruise-friendly application that will allow passengers to geolocate themselves easily during their visit and discover the shopping routes and sites of tourist and cultural interest. VAR Provence expects 20 additional calls before the end of the cruise season at the end of November for a total of 44 calls and 20,000 passengers in 2021. With 186 calls and 200,000 passengers expected in 2022, the cruise activity in VAR Provence should reach the same volumes as in 2019 and return to its cruising rhythm. Qatar Tourism has highlighted the peninsula's new major tourism projects, including the cruise terminal that is currently under construction. The Grand Cruise Terminal, which will be located in central Doha near the Museum of Islamic Art and Souk Waqif, will give passengers a spectacular view on arrival of the West Bay skyline, the governmental body said. Once completed, the terminal will be able to host 2 megaships at one time and offer various attractions including an aquarium and art gallery. Qatar Tourism also said that an exciting calendar of events for tourists, including tourists from the U.S., is underway as the country prepares to host the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022. We are continuing to expand our tourism offer and are excited to introduce guests to the best of Qatari hospitality. In 2019, 190,000 cruise passengers visited the destination, and among them over 5,000 were U.S. travelers, said Chief Operating Officer of Qatar Tourism, Bertold Trenkel. The U.S. market is an increasingly important market for our inbound tourism, and we want to raise awareness about the extensive developments that are well underway and introduce visitors from around the world to the very best of Qatar. Qatar Tourism said that over the past 18 months Qatar has launched new tourism experiences, restaurants, theme parks, and football stadiums. It is also adding over 100 hotels and hotel apartments to its portfolio of properties. Among the recently opened hotels is the Banyan Tree Doha, a 5-star luxury property designed by Jacques Garcia. Other hotel openings on the horizon include the Pullman Doha West Bay, the JW Marriott West Bay and the Stegenberger Hotel. Qatar Tourism said that it's en route to its mission to welcome 6 million visitors a year by 2030. The governmental body also noted that it launched the Visit Qatar mobile app earlier this year, as part of its digital transformation strategy. The app uses cloud-based Adobe Experience Manager capabilities to deliver a rich and data-driven, curated experience for users. Qatar has also implemented a new streamlined set of measures designed to make traveling to Qatar as easy as possible, while maintaining the necessary precautions to continue to protect against the spread of COVID-19. Qatar's vaccination program has already seen over 80.9% of the population fully vaccinated. The Qatar Clean program, launched in partnership with the Ministry of Public Health, enforces the highest standards in hygiene and cleanliness, with rigorous procedures in place to ensure the safety of customers. With 100% of Qatar Tourism licensed hotels Qatar Clean certified, the program is being expanded to restaurants and rolled out to other sectors including transport, retail, and culture. The measures include social distancing, frequent sanitization of surfaces, and touchless payments, to ensure a safe experience in hotels, shopping malls, and the country's health clubs and salons. Thank you for watching our latest cruise news updates for September 29th. May I please request you to subscribe to our channel and give a thumbs up for this video, as that will really help my channel grow and I will be able to dish out the latest cruise news updates for you. Take care, wherever you are, and stay safe.